much of your time do you spend chasing people? Chasing for updates, chasing for deadlines, chasing for promises that were made but not kept. If you are like most MSME business owners, the answer is too much, and it's exhausting. Because instead of leading your business forward, you are stuck running behind your own team just to get the basics done. This is one of the biggest reasons entrepreneurs feel trapped. They think they have a team, but in reality, they are still carrying the weight of the entire business on their own shoulders. Why? Because there is no system of accountability. Hi, I'm Shailesh Kantak. I am a leadership and people systems coach and the founder of Flexi Ventures Private Limited, an HR solutions company that has been helping MSMEs build strong teams and scalable systems for more than a decade. And I want to share something I've seen in almost every business I've worked with. When accountability is missing, growth gets stuck. Let me tell you a story. I once worked with a business owner in a logistics sector. He had a team of 30 people. Every day, he would walk into the office and spend the first 3 hours asking 10 different people what happened yesterday and what's pending today. His exact words to me were, "Shailesh, I feel like a school teacher taking attendance." His team wasn't bad. They weren't lazy, but there was no system to hold them accountable. Everything depended on him chasing them. And because of that, he never had the time to think about strategy or growth. This is the trap so many MSME business fall into. They confuse accountability with follow-up. They think if they keep asking questions, people will perform. But that's not accountability, that's babysitting. And let's be honest, nobody enjoys being babysat. So what exactly is accountability? In simple words, accountability means clarity. Everyone knows what they are responsible for, how their performance will be measured, and what happens if they don't deliver. It's about shifting the ownership of results from the owner to the team. Now, why is accountability so important? Because without it, 3 things happen. First, the business owner becomes the bottleneck. Everything waits for your approval. Second, deadlines slip and quality drops because nobody feels real ownership. And third, talented employees leave because high performers hate environments where there are no clear rules of the game. I often ask business owners this simple question. If you were not in the office for 1 week, would work move forward smoothly? Or would everything come to a standstill? The answer to that question tells me whether accountability exists in that business. So how do you build accountability systems? The first step is defining roles clearly. Most MSMEs operate with blurred roles. One person does sales today, operations tomorrow, accounts the day after. While flexibility is good, it cannot come at the cost of clarity. People need to know what they own, not just what they are doing today. The second step is to set measurable expectations. Don't just tell your sales executive get more clients. Tell them exactly how many calls, how many meetings, and how many proposals. Don't just tell your operations team ensure smooth delivery. Define what smooth delivery means. On-time dispatch, error-free invoices, customer feedback. When outcomes are measurable, accountability becomes real. The third step is to create a rhythm of review. This is where most business owners struggle. Reviews are either too irregular or too reactive. You need a consistent system. Weekly team reviews, monthly one-to-ones, quarterly performance check-ins. When reviews are consistent, accountability shifts from follow-up to self-check. People know they will be asked, so they prepare in advance. The fourth step is consequences. Accountability without consequences is just wishful thinking. If someone consistently performs, reward them. Recognition, growth, opportunities. If someone consistently fails, have a tough conversation. Let them know this is not acceptable. Accountability works when there is both reward and consequence. I remember another client of mine who ran a small IT company. His biggest frustration was that projects were always late. When we dug deeper, we found that deadlines were never clearly defined, reviews were irregular, and there were no consequences for delay. Once we implemented weekly project reviews and linked them to team bonuses, the change was dramatic. Deadlines were suddenly being met not because the owner was chasing, but because the team was holding themselves accountable. And that's the magic of accountability systems. They shift the energy. Instead of you pushing your team starts pulling themselves forward. Instead of you being the reminder service, your systems become the reminder. Now you might say, Shailesh, this sounds like a lot of structure. My business is small. Will this really work for me? My answer is yes. In fact, it is even more important for small businesses because in a small team, every person's performance has a huge impact. If one person slacks, the whole business feels it. Accountability systems don't make things rigid. They make things predictable. And predictability is what creates the space for growth. Here's the biggest benefit of building accountability systems. You, as the business owner, finally get to stop chasing and start leading. You free up your time to think about strategy, to build client relationships, to explore new markets. And your team grows because they are trusted to own their own work. So let me leave you with this thought. If you spend your day chasing, you are managing. If you spend your day building clarity and systems, you are leading. The choice is yours. If this message connected with you and you want to learn more about building people systems that free you from firefighting and help your business scale, subscribe, follow, and stay connected. This is Shailesh Kantak signing off. Lead with clarity, build with structure, and grow with freedom.